Hey, how's it going, everyone? Jeremy here. Just wanted to talk a little bit about what is going on. Um, a lot is going on. I am being deployed from with work, basically. My home base, my home parks where I work, are the water parks, and next month, I believe it's like September 8th or 9th, Typhoon Lagoon is going to close for the season. Well, all those extra cast members, we all have to go somewhere. And a lot of the CP contracts have ended, the college program cast members, and a lot of them have left, but there's still a bunch of us that are left kind of hanging out in limbo, not really sure, where we're going to end up. And at work, there's a big list of cast members that basically shows everyone's seniority, and it's pretty cool actually. Like I can't remember what number out of how many, but I was about 2/3 of the way down, which means, um, it's not ideal, but I was surprised that like at least, I don't know, 35% of people at the water parks were underneath me regarding seniority. And that gives me an edge because I have more choice in where I want to go. And there's some pretty cool options. Like, I love Hollywood Studios, as everyone knows. Well, everyone, if you've been watching my channel, I love working Hollywood Studios. And there are a couple options at Hollywood Studios, not a lot of options. There's only so many openings at each park. And there's a lot at Magic Kingdom, but quite honestly, a lot of people don't really want to go to Magic Kingdom because it is a stricter, more work heavy park. Work heavy meaning it's busier. Like the water parks, they can get really busy. But if there's like a big storm, it being like a water park, a lot of people will just leave. And then you're just kind of left like twiddling your thumbs. Like that happened a couple weeks ago. We were on what's called Code 101 because of lightning in the area for like almost 5 hours, I think it was. So it's kind of funny because depending on what time a 101 will happen, like the restaurants will get just slammed, because everyone has to get out of the water, so they have nothing to do. So they just come, to the restaurants, and we'll just get slammed. But if that lasts, people will just be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go home," because you never know how long a storm is gonna last. So it's an interesting situation to be in. But yeah, back to the other positions that are available. A lot of people don't want to work at Magic Kingdom. You've got to deal with the utilidors, you got to deal with transportation, and more than likely, it's always going to be busy. I hate to say it's one nice aspect of the water parks is there is a bit of downtime, more so probably in, rather than the other parks. I don't know. It's tough to say. I've worked in all the parks, and like the one time I worked in Magic Kingdom, quite honestly, it wasn't terribly busy. I know like the spring roll carts, like that one right outside of Adventureland gets really busy. Apparently, that one is like nonstop. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. But yeah, we are being deployed, and I have to figure out what's called my bids. I get to bid from like, I think it's 26 positions that are available, like 1 to 26 in what I want the most, all the way down the list. And I might even have the option just to stay in the water parks, but I don't know what kind of hours I would be getting at that point. But not a big deal as far as getting hours because I can always pick up shifts. I've been doing that for months, and it doesn't seem to be that big of a problem. But I don't know. Like some of the Facebook groups, you'll see. I saw it was like a meme of a guy, and he just looked really sad, and like he was like all puppy dog eyed, saying like, but I don't want to leave, or no, like I like it here. And then the person's comment was, I don't want to leave, and it was kind of sad because you start to make friends at these places. In fact, like a lot of CPs, the college program cast members, they're gone. And I met a lot of people, and now they're just gone because they're like 8 month. I think it's like an 8 month contract with CPs. They're just gone. Like a lot of international CPs, and I think the cat. No, so the cat's outside, and I don't want to like completely open the door. There he is. He likes it outside. He's a weirdo. Forgot what I was saying, but yeah, the reason I am not outside is because we actually have a heat advisory. It's too hot outside right now, and tomorrow it's going to be terrible as well. And I'm actually gonna try. I'm gonna try to go to one of the parks. I'd really like to go do Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind because I still have yet to do it. Mainly because it's always like at least 75 minutes. Wait time in line, and oh god, there's a mourning dove. I hope Ziggy doesn't see it. He's going to try to kill this bird probably. He's far away. Anyway, sorry, getting off sidetracked. What was I saying? Yeah, the water parks and just working with friends and making friends. It's awkward, it's really awkward, and I'm not sure. I have till the 20th to figure out what I want to do. So by the time you see this, I probably will have put my bid in for where I want to go. So who knows? Ziggy just tried to get that bird. Jeez. Hold on, let me get the cat in. Come on, I saw that. Ziggy, come on. Come on, it's too hot out there. What are you, crazy? What's the matter? You couldn't catch him? Anyway, sorry about that. Where was I? Yeah, so work. That's what's going on with work. It's interesting being a part-timer because you're not guaranteed any hours, and now basically they're gonna just kind of redeploy us to different parks, and some of us aren't gonna have any say. The ones that are kind of at the bottom of the pole as far as seniority goes. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So that's what is going on with work. But yeah, it's been not even 3 days, not even 72 hours since I did my last video regarding my weight gain, and it was so interesting to read all the comments. And quite honestly, I was like, I put that video out. I had just enough time to respond to a few comments, but then I had to go straight to work. And like the whole time I'm working, I'm thinking like, oh my Lord, I wonder what the comments are going to be. But at the same time, in all honesty, I felt so liberated because I got it off my chest. Yeah, I'm an open book. Like I like to get, if I have a problem, especially with like a friend or a family member or anything like that, I like to vent my laundry basically so I can sleep at night. And I'll tell you, I was so much happier that day, and then reading the comments the next day, just seeing the support and how many stories that everyone shared with me of like going through the same thing, like either like seeing holiday pictures of themselves and feeling shocked at how much weight they've put on, or they've been in the same boat and this is what they did. They found a program that works for them, and I got so much, so many recommendations on what to do, and like I said in the last video, guys, I really appreciate that, and I read all the comments, but I'm really just kind of focusing on a healthy diet, a little bit of like this and that, getting the good omega fatty acids in, just basically just really cutting out all the processed foods. Like if it's made in a factory, I'm not touching it right now. Like this morning, like actually all I've had today was I did eggs, kind of like a little scramble, eggs with some green onions and some ham and a couple pieces of bacon. Basically, no carbs. And I'm I'm feeling it right now. Like you can see I keep switching my arm holding the cameras because my arms are shot. In the gym, I focused on shoulders and legs. Shoulders, I got to be really careful. I did a lot of my old PT stuff, my physical therapy that I did post stem cell injections in my right shoulder because I tore my rotator cuff years ago. So I got to be really careful with the movements that I do and how much weight that I use. But like I said, I also did legs, which I don't really like doing legs, but it's important to keep your legs strong. Doing a lot of things that require grip strength, which has been, shown to really be linked with longevity as well. Doing things like one-handed farmer carries. I like doing one-handed because it puts extra strain on your core, so it's working out your core as well. I'm not going to get into it too much, but long story short was I was going to take today off from working out because I was really feeling it, because this is my third workout already since that video, and I'm feeling it. I'm really feeling it. My body is just it's like, the neurological link between your brain and your nervous system and your body and everything. It's like it's been kicked back in, kicked back on, I should say. And I've really been enjoying it. And I've got a long ways to go, but I'm really enjoying it. Like right now, knowing how hard I've worked just in the last few days, like the idea of like ruining it, or that progress, ruining the progress with something really bad, at least bad for me, just does not sound appealing right now. I did weigh, and I've lost exactly 1 pound. That's it. So I was at 261.8 and I'm at 260.8. I weighed again, it was exactly the same, 260.8. So 1 pound. But let's say my goal is 50 pounds, and I'm not sure if I can drop 50 pounds, but let's say it's 50 pounds. Well, that's 2% down. I got to think of it that way. Hey, I've lost 2% of the weight that I am trying to lose. So as long as I'm not gaining weight, but if I put on some muscle, that's fine. But the big thing is I'm not necessarily going for a specific weight. It's just getting healthier. It was great getting back today, like on the elliptical and doing interval training, for my heart, some high intensity, like 20 seconds at a time, going anaerobic just for like 20 seconds at a time. And everything's feeling good. Everything feels like, it's being, my body it's being turned back on, and I feel like everything is coming together. And, trust me, I'm not going to turn this channel like into like, a health and fitness and nutrition channel. But a lot of people did ask, like, what are my plans? Like, if I would share them. So I will share as much as anyone wants to know, and I'm going to show my progress because, quite honestly, this is part of my journey of starting over. And that's what this channel is about. Like I've said before, I'm not a Disney influencer. I'm not. I'd love to have the perks of being a Disney influencer, like being, invited to all the really cool events and, stuff like that. But I don't know if that would ever happen because I don't think I have what it takes, quite honestly, to be an influencer. I'm a little too honest. Not saying that influencers are not honest. I'm just, see, there I go. I'm going to say something and then it's going to get misconstrued. So I'm just going to stop talking. Main thing I just want to say is, thank you to everyone for the support, the kind words, the encouragement. It really does mean the world to me. And there's so much I want to do with this channel. If I ever have the time, I'd like to do some more channels so I can do stuff that's not related, necessarily with what I'm doing on this channel. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. because I'm gonna just keep rambling if I don't stop talking. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye-bye. All right, I'm gonna do some farmer carries, starting with some 50 pounds, 50-pound dumbbells. And all I'm doing is walking with one only. And what that's causing me to do is try to keep my core nice and upright, so I'm not leaning over. It's a good core exercise and overall strength exercise, especially for your grip. Yeah, I'm doing it. Got a ways to go, but I'm getting after it. I'm doing it.